is going to use blockchain voting online. And my name's Nicolas Guillermo. I'm just an activist. All right, I've been doing this for my whole life, since 2000, involved in the trenches, on the street, organizing voters for issues like clean water, clean air, clean food now. I've been involved in the last 3 initiatives, and I wasn't in charge of them. All right, they failed for their own reasons, and it's okay though, because we're always building momentum. Every time we come back to this year after year, we're building more and more momentum. The Facebook groups are getting bigger and bigger, more networked, because we're all networked with enough people in the state that technically right now, I've looked at the numbers and I've done the math, we have enough people to qualify any initiative we want. Get this, just think about this. If you want to label GMO foods, if you want to do it by the next election, we can file that same initiative. I know Doug. I'm with Doug Gilbert, the chiropractor in Sedona who drafted the last one. All right? We can get that initiative on the ballot. You just need to set your printer format to print out legal document paper. All right? That's it. And you could technically take from a Facebook page a PDF document that you print out, and then you get 10 to 15 of your neighbors to sign. It takes 500 of us to get 500 signatures a year. That's nothing. That's like 1 page a week. That's like going to the gas station asking 6 pumps to sign. They're just sitting there anyway. I've been doing petitioning my whole life and fundraising. So I feel pretty good about it. People know me. I have a reputation in the industry of petitioning and activism. Like, you know, I actually have credentials as someone who has been paid and done the work to acquire the results, getting ballot access for issues, and putting pressure on candidates to vote on behalf of their constituents, because I was that activist. I've been doing this for 13 years now. So the next step is, yes, we're gonna network people online, tell all your friends, link people to the Facebook group, support March Against Monsanto, and keep building momentum, because the time's gonna come when a critical mass is organized and aware of that ability to simply cast a vote, and also to make sure that our vote is counted. And let me tell you also, a follow-up, a preliminary, and it's going to be sitting side by side, and must sit side by side with the Label GMO movement, is secure and accurate voting. You know that your vote is a threat to the establishment when they are closing the doors on lines because people are about to vote for someone who's going to challenge them. All right, this vote fraud is going all over the country because they have to actively send out infiltrators to manipulate the vote at the ballot box to make sure that people don't win. But guess what? We can win. The critical mass is rising, and we will reach a mass of people when we can get to the ballot box and we can vote on a law that secures our voting and make sure we have tangible records of every vote. And we can back up check to make sure they're counted correctly. We'll set that right beside the label GMOs, make it an emergency measure so it immediately applies and they have to immediately begin investigating all the votes more thoroughly, and set up the rights to citizens grand jury in Arizona. 5 states in the country have it. They don't use it enough. It's a legal right. It allows us to prosecute judges, bar association members who won't prosecute their own state, criminals, okay? When they're violating their own laws that they're supposed to follow and no action is taken on behalf of the state, that's when you know that it's your time to stand up, sign the petition for the right to citizen grand jury, for the right to label GMOs, the right to have accountable voting. And we can all do it at once, because this is all it takes. This is the paradigm shift. This is the wake-up call time now. 1 day a week to spend 1 hour when you're going grocery shopping or at a gas station, like I said. You collect enough signatures in that 1 week to get a page of signatures. If you and a friend do that, for example, just once a week for 50 weeks, all right, we'll have a year and a half to do it, but that's 500 signatures. If 500 people do that, you do the math, we can qualify any initiative we want. We can qualify 2 of them, 3 of them, 5 of them, 10 of them. I already have 5 drafted. Doug up in Sedona is not here right now, but we have the ban neonicotinoids bill drafted. Can I hear a loud applause? Let's all scream and shout for the safety of our bees, for our planet, for humanity. This is why we're here. Save the bees!
Save the bees! Save the bees!
Let's let them know this is why we're here, to save the species of the human planet. 1, 2, 3, save the bees!
Save the bees!
The pollinators, the birds, the bats, the slugs, the bugs, they're all dying from these poison pesticides. How obvious does it have to be that it's going to have long-term effects on the mammals, okay? We're mammals. We're a couple genetic strains different than the rodents that they do the lab tests on who are developing cancer, okay? What's the difference if they do a peer-reviewed study in Japan where they can on Monsanto, and in Europe, and they ban neonicotinoids, and they ban GMO studies from their scientists? Why isn't that enough to convince our legislators? Because they're paid off. So we got to get the money out of politics. We got to attack this from all angles. And the initiative process gives us arms, hands to sign with. We don't need to rise up and have a violent revolution, because we can actually qualify initiatives and vote on them. And at first, when we have tangible voting, that's the end of the elite's control system. When our vote counts, we'll start using it. The masses are rising. A trends forecaster, Gerald Celente, said, if you can bank online and from your cell phone, you can vote on your cell phone. From looking at the trends globally, direct democracy is the future. If the people are aware enough to stand up for our constitutional rights, that we will block tyranny, all right, that will end it, because those votes are counted. There's countries all over the nation that use it. The United States has 24 states with the initiative process. I was on the ground in California working for the labelization bill there. Labelization. Excuse me. Well, we have activists here for all these different causes. We have a lot of initiatives that need to make it to the ballot. And if you just go and educate yourself from ballotpedia.org, or go to your elections website and look at those initiatives that are filed, you can find out how to get involved, but it's going to take more than that. We need strategic, purposeful, online activists, networking, where we can decentralize and proliferate activism through the web, making it so much more effortless than it ever had been in history. In the past, we'd have to physically collect all the signatures ourselves. In the future, and now, we have the ability to network enough of us just to collect the signatures from our neighborhood to qualify initiative practically in a week. We have the ability to do that. We have the ability to put recalls on all these representatives like McCain, who wanted to vote to allow a copper mine to drill on Oak Flat, the Apache sacred native land, where the second largest aquifer in the country is. And they would destroy all the water and not care about you, and they're about to do this. And it's time we stand up and put recalls for every corrupt politician on the ballot. And it's time you, and you, and you,
And you.
and you, and you stand up. Help us help you get 200, 300, maybe 3,000 signatures. Run as an independent and get on the ballot so people have an option to replace everyone on both parties. And I have a platform and a message that's going to make that possible. I am going to run for office in the near future. All right, we're building up that. Labeling is going to come back. I'm going to be filing the initiatives. My name's Nico. I run and co-organize RIPAC, Representative Initiatives PAC, RIPAC.us. That's us for the people. It's not a .com. It's RIPAC.us. All right, and we will represent you when you come and you support RIPAC as a member, and you start conversating on our shared cloud, Google Docs, open forum. Debate, okay, what initiatives we want to file. RIPAC will file those initiatives for our members. We're the first PAC to do that. We're not focusing on an issue and just running with our own ideology. We're inviting you to join, preach about how important GMOs are in our archives, help us build a database of proof to beat the competition, and with that we'll move forward with a campaign stronger than anyone's ever seen in history. I've done the research, I've been investigating this for 10 years, the time is now to make this happen. It's just right around the corner. So July 4th, when you see the fireworks going off, remember the speech, remember how much you care about the GMO labeling and organic food movement and all these other issues you care for tangible voting, making sure that we have a representative government that works. So we're not slaves to a system when we stand up for our rights. Remember that when you see those fireworks. And remember that that's also when you can contact me again. I'm on a contract job till July 4th. When it's done, I'm going to be full-time activism with RIPAC.us. Gmail is the best way to work with me, because right now we can use video conferencing. We can use Google Drive to share documents, and we can line by line draft the legislation that we want with the help from the experts. Unlike any candidates I've run in the past, my candidacy is going to be running on the platform that I'll let you guys decide how you want me to vote. And all I'll do is help with education. I'll do research. I'll show you my posts in the quorum, just like anybody else is invited to. If you have facts to debate on behalf of labeling GMOs or for banning these neonicotinoids, those are two initiatives we're going to come out with. So come and join and show your facts. Show what your friend posts on Facebook and be that member that contributes, because you will be recognized when we put this on the ballot. Your vote will be counted in our quorum, and we will represent you. And it's about acting now. I'm not working to go get these guys riled up to join at all. Okay, you can stand what side I'm on. You know where I'm at. I've done the research. I did 2 blogs, and I just want to finish with this food for thought. We need to take aggressive stances against even eating pesticide food. Grow your tomatoes, aggressively grow your tomatoes and cucumbers, like life depends on it. Because here's the thing. Neonicotinoids were banned in Europe and Japan. I wrote a blog about this. I didn't see any others. Why? Not just because they were killing bees, but some of the studies that led to that decision showed that these neonicotinoids cause brain damage in mammals, in the rats, IQ reduction. That pesticide that's in the food that's saturating all the cells, especially if it's like a cucumber where it saturates into the food, or a strawberry, that's like they say the berries are the worst, you know, that's actually causing IQ reduction. Combine that with all the other things that cause brain damage, like television, all right, where they show you the corporate media, and then on this after there's a advertisement for the GMOs at McDonald's, and then they want to sell you the heart medicine. The guy's like the Yankee at the festival eating corn dogs, like, yeehaw, you can eat as much as you want, just take these pills, and they sell it to all people in one package, and they're in the trance right now. We need to break them out. So that's your job now. Raise awareness about activism, direct democracy, ballot initiatives specifically, referendum, recalls. Join RIPAC, be one of the first members. Because Monsanto was acquired by Pharmacia, and Pharmacia was acquired by Pfizer. They create the food that causes sickness, and they create the drugs to cure the sickness. These are facts. All this is online. Unless there was another agenda, just trust your own taste buds, okay? Please try an organic apple next time, right next to the one from Food Max, and tell me for yourself which you think tastes better. But thank you so much for being here. I wouldn't be out here if it wasn't for you. It's because of the few people who care that great changes are made. Remember that duplication principle. You can tell two people who will tell two people, and before you know it, and like, you know, if we just do this every day in our activists as our daily lives, networking. Let's get all these initiatives on the ballot next election. Join me now, at least link up with me on Facebook. I'll be there with you. I'm not giving up. I'm not doing this for me. I've been there from the start. I'm doing this for the rest of my life. And you can count on me. You want to have that conversation, how I can help you. Get in the trenches, get some signatures, network your community for organic potlucks right at your local store or your farmer's market. You can be that person that brings the people together to get their signatures again themselves too with their community. All right? And we will make this happen. Strength in numbers always wins. Thank you for being here. A miracle's ready to happen, and I'm ready to watch it, and I know you are too. Let's give it up for March Against Monsanto!